I saved a boy who was drowning. Then I dragged him onto the shore. I heard that his heartbeat was still very weak, so I used my mouth to pull open his shirt and started doing chest compressions. But my strength was not enough, so I ran onto the wooden bridge to build up speed. I jumped with all my strength to the highest point. That was how the boy survived. I knew his body was very weak, so I caught a fish from the river for him. He was very grateful to me. So he lay on the ground and checked my gender. He found out that I was a male dog. That was how he adopted me, and I am very smart. I learned how to skateboard just by watching it twice. I am a dog who loves reading. I like reading magazines. Not only that, I am also very good at gaming. I am a top player at the arcade. When Carl wanted to do his homework, I would squat down and let him write on my back. When he wanted to go fishing, I would quietly sit nearby and listen to music. Our relationship was very good. Sometimes I could be a little naughty. I would hide on purpose and make Carl look for me. When he could not find me, he got very anxious, and his tone became a little harsh. I knew I had made a mistake. That day, Carl's father had a job transfer. After packing their luggage, the whole family prepared to leave, but I got drunk just last night. In order to go on a date with the little Teddy next door, I carefully prepared flowers and champagne and invited her to the doghouse in the backyard. The next day, when I sobered up, I realized my owner had already driven away. I chased after them the whole way, out of the small town, but I still could not catch up, watching the car disappear into the distance. I stood there exhausted, waiting for them to come back, but that wait lasted the entire afternoon, and even caused a traffic jam. When the traffic police arrived, they smelled a strong scent of alcohol on me, so they drew a line on the ground to see if I could still walk straight. But to prove that I was fully sober, I walked straight up to the officer and still got a ticket. After resting for a while, I continued chasing along the road. Finally, I smelled a familiar scent on a post, because Carl was afraid that I would not be able to find him. He left his scent along the roadside and at places where they stopped to eat, so I followed the scent and chased all night. But because I could not find water or food, I started having hallucinations and eventually collapsed by the roadside. At that moment, a passerby took me home. But after arriving at his house, I realized he was actually a dog trafficker who specialized in picking up stray dogs from the roadside and turning them into dog meat sausages for customers. The trafficker locked me in a cage. The other dogs were very curious. They all took out different kinds of mirrors, trying to see what I looked like. But I did not want to stay here and wait to be slaughtered.
So I decided to break out.
Right after that, I started digging a hole in the ground. My companions used mirrors to observe the surroundings, and when they saw someone coming, they immediately gave me a signal. I quickly covered the hole with a piece of cloth after the trafficker left. I crawled out through the hole. Then I opened the cages one by one and let all the puppies to escape. When the traffickers heard dogs barking outside, they came out and were shocked. Then they were surrounded by us. After that, we locked them inside the cages. I took control of the steering wheel in the front. The other dogs pushed hard from behind. The engine started. I jumped off the car immediately and taught the traffickers a lesson. Because of my intelligence and bravery, I quickly gained prestige among the dogs. They followed me all the way, but when I reached a fork in the road, I stopped. I knew I still had to search for my owner, so I said goodbye to them with reluctance. They also watched me leave unwillingly, and just like that, I set off again on my journey to find my owner.